I love hiring people for the first time. I love giving people their first opportunity to be on a stage, to sing, to perform. This is a venue, and I'm like the ringmaster here. I'm Jeff Lucas, and I'm the owner and creator and founder of Studio 67 Medford in downtown Medford, New Jersey. We wanted to do something that was a fun art center, a place for people to enjoy themselves, people to take their first classes, and we were going to open it up to all of the arts. We do tap dance, ballet, stained glass, glass resin, watercolor, etc., etc. Everything that someone wants to teach, we can do here. We also do private events for people to have karaoke parties, graduation parties, sweet 16s. My wife and I started this. She was the one that really got me started with art back at the Medford Art Center. She was here when we opened, and unfortunately she had a stroke and passed away only 3 months after we opened the doors. Her presence is still here, her energy is still here, and her artwork is here in the bathroom. I don't mind having it in the bathroom, and I hope she doesn't either. I started loving art as a teenager with a stepmother that studied at Barnes and at the Philadelphia Art Museum. She ran her own art shows, and I was her helper. I would be on ladders and taking things, and that led to college where I took art history classes. Always loved arts, but went into commercial real estate. Did that for 54 years now, and that made the money that enabled me to enjoy the art. 7 years ago, I went to a place called the Goggle Works, which is in Reading, Pennsylvania. And Mr. Boskov, who owned the department store, bought an old factory, renovated it, and opened a place and called it the Goggle Works. And I left there and said, I can do something like that here in Medford. 5 years later, this building became available, and I fell in love with the space. Most people that looked at this place and the industrial building in the back all wanted to tear it down and build apartments. And that's not what Main Street needed or wanted. The building originally was built in 1875, and it was built here to be next to the train station because that's how the raw food came in. We have the two pictures. One, it shows this as the Kirby Brothers feed store back in the 1880s or 90s, where horse-drawn wagons were brought here by the farmers to get bags of food, and they would take it back to feed their animals. One of the gentlemen on the porch is wearing a straw hat, and we think that that might be one of the original Kirby Brothers. The other picture that's there, it shows this space 3 years ago when we first walked in, and we're all wearing our masks for COVID. This was an absolute shell of a building, and we designed it and built it ourselves. The developer did the envelope and we did the interior. It's just a great place to be. Everybody who comes here seems to say it's got a great vibe. The acoustics are wonderful. This also now has become a healing arts center where we open it up for yoga teachers, Pilates teachers, Reiki, Tai Chi, and they have their own classes here. And they can do it without the pressure of having to pay rent, utilities, maintenance, and things like that. We do have a jewelry teacher who does 2 classes a week. Not many places teach tap dance or ballet and everything else that we do here. This stage is available for people that have never gotten out of the garage. They practice, and if they go for a gig at a bar, a restaurant, or an event, the person says, "Where have you played?" And if the answer is, "We haven't played yet," they're not going to get hired. So we rent this out on a Tuesday or Thursday night for $100 for 4 hours. Now they can say, We played a concert at Studio 67. The name Studio 67, people have asked me, where'd that come from? Well, the address is 67 North Main Street. One of my frustrations is people don't know we're upstairs. People say, oh, I didn't know there was an upstairs at the feed mill. Yeah, there is an upstairs, and that's where we are. My life changed with this. I'm here enjoying myself, being with people. And that's a big change for me. It's my pleasure to be here. It's really a treat. We're giving a lot of people the opportunity to do the things they want to do.